Alright, GladrapChannel, here with Dave, the Great White Light.
That's the one.
Yeah, man. So you just finished weigh-in. It's your fourth professional fight tomorrow?
Yeah.
Is that right? So how you feeling, man?
No, I'm feeling real good. You know, pretty relaxed and made weight easy, so it's all good.
Do you even have to make weight for, for a heavyweight fight, or?
No, it's cruiserweight.
It's cruiserweight.
Cruiserweight.
Okay, okay.
Cruiserweight championship.
Okay. So you know, a lot of stake, the PBC title on the line. So, what does that motivate you?
Yeah, totally. Man. It's my first 10 rounder. The most rounds I've ever done is 4. Most I've ever done in sparring is 8. So it's going to be a whole new pond, man. Like it's going to be a totally new game. But Corey hasn't done 10 either. This is his first 10 rounder, so we're both going to experience a new thing tomorrow night. So yeah, we're looking forward to it.
So he's making his pro debut tomorrow, right?
No. I think it's his second or third fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
but I fought him in the amateurs. He's been around for years.
Oh wow, okay. So you know, in New Zealand sports, you know, a lot of great things happened recently. You know, we saw David Nyika get the gold. We saw Parker, you know, fight AJ. So I don't know, what are your thoughts on let's start with Parker. How'd you see that fight, man?
So fine, you know, bloody hell, like just stoked for Joe getting himself to that level and getting himself that fight. And AJ's knocked everyone else out.
Yeah, 100%.
Parker looked like he was, you know, could have put him in a bit of trouble if the ref didn't get in the way. So yeah, I mean, like just awesome. I mean, people were counting Joe out completely, thinking he was getting knocked out and stuff. So he's done unbelievably well considering.
Yeah, everyone.
That guy knocked out Klitschko, so
everyone I talked to said, like when I was in the UK, they said he was going to get knocked down the first 4 rounds.
Yeah. Exactly.
And I mean, he looked like a threat at all, like, you know, at every round, right?
Oh, man, yeah. It's a pity that Joe didn't get the support a lot earlier, you know. Like the British, they have so much support for that guy to make sure he was going well in the amateurs, but Joe never had that support. None of the amateurs do in New Zealand, so.
Do you know why AJ never, like, I don't know, he seemed hesitant to throw the right hand, like to throw the power punch. Like,
he said the other day, didn't he, that he was afraid of Parker, but he was afraid of getting caught out. I mean, this is a guy, you know, the fight was a lot of one guy protecting his legacy, and maybe Joe was, you know, making sure he wasn't going out, so it was a pretty cautious fight. But.
So even though the public sort of underestimated Joe, like AJ sort of was quite smart, like with valuing Joe's strengths and knockout ability, right? I mean,
yeah, I mean, it was much more of just a boxing match, just a survival boxing match, making sure that they weren't risking anything. I mean, even Joe wasn't risking too much, getting caught on the chin or anything. So, you know, it was a fight of guys not risking much. So I mean, you know, and you know, some guys enjoy that. You do enjoy that every now and then.
Do you think it was sort of similar to the Andy Ruiz fight, like you know, just very careful, trying to outpoint each other, you know, not trying to risk it.
Ruiz was just he's got an awkward kind of boxer. He sort of got under Joe's skin a little bit, but I think that's totally different to him.
And you know, and David Nyika getting the goal. I mean, what do you think of that? I mean, you guys train together, fight together.
Oh yeah, I mean, bloody hell, he just made it easy. I think he's going pro now. So it was just. I think he broke the record. I mean, it was the first guy ever to have done that, 2 golds in a row. So
I think so.
Can't count that out.
Do you miss
and I mean, he just no, not at all. Even when I saw him getting gold, like I've beaten that guy before that he'd be in the final, and I still didn't miss it. I don't miss the amateurs, man.
Because you know, back in the day, you sort of knocked professional boxing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, what was the change in attitude? Like, when did you realize like it's time? You know?
I wouldn't even completely take that back. I mean, you know, the amateurs in New Zealand fight Russians, you know, their first trip overseas. You know, the guys in the national team are fighting bloody hard fights, sometimes 2-3 days in a row. And then, you know, most of the pros in New Zealand before Joe were just fighting guys around the corner kind of thing, you know. And so yeah, I do have a lot of respect for the amateurs, but I just don't miss the grind and the paying your own way and arriving, you know, 24 hours before you're fighting on the other side of the globe and that kind of stuff. But I still respect, like, you have to go through the amateurs to be a good pro. that's still true. To be, you know, in the top tier of professionals, you have to do the amateurs.
I mean, it's great for New Zealand boxing, right? I mean, just to see Joe on the world stage, see David get the gold. Does that motivate you just to know like how far you can go?
Totally. I always knew that New Zealand had, you know, well of talent. That just wasn't being realized, but now it is, and it's awesome. But you know, guys have been around in the game for like 6-7 years. We always knew it was there.
You
know, so it's awesome to see it actually being recognized now. And you know, and I do want a piece of it too.
And you know, so you're fighting Corey now, a tough fight. So you know, are you after this? What's the plan? Are you multiple fights this year? You know?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So busy year for you.
Busy, yeah, man. Busy couple years, hopefully. You know?
And you can't risk anything, right? I mean, you know, it's early, right? But does that change your fighting style at all, or no?
Oh no, I mean, part of the thing now, if you're a professional, is entertaining. You're an entertainer, and not so much an athlete, or you're maybe half and half. You know, so you got to realize that if you want to get people interested in you got to go out and fight. You know, you can't just be too, you know, sheltered and try and protect yourself. You gotta make a fight. So, and those are the guys who end up getting paid. So.
Awesome, man. So you know, maybe are you looking forward to maybe like joining people like Duco and stuff? Like, is that something that you're aiming for?
Man, I'm not like I'm always open to whatever comes my way. You know, like we got to fight well. Then they'll come with the offer. We got to look at the offer, negotiate maybe. Might be Duco, might be someone else. Who knows?
So right now it's just about putting that work in, getting that hustle on, and making a splash.
You can't think too far ahead, you know. You might get knocked out tomorrow. So.
One fight at a time, right? You never know.
Reassess. You get it yourself, and then you're not concentrating on what's right in front of you. So I'm just enjoying it, bro. I love being back in the sport.
Dave, we love watching you fight, man. It's always entertaining. So thank you for your time, and all the best tomorrow, man. Thank you. Thanks, Dave.